Today I'm going to be doing a presentation on understanding the root causes of migration from Central America and what we can do to fix it. The migration crisis at the United States-Mexico border has sparked intense debate in recent years, with discussions often centered on border security and the potential construction of a physical wall. However, the focus on enforcement measures overlooks the deeper systemic issues driving migration from Central America. This presentation will explore the conditions in the Northern Triangle, which is Guatemala, Honduras, and El Salvador, that compel many to leave their homes in search of safety and opportunity in the United States. From violent crime and corruption to economic instability and environmental factors, we will examine the complex realities that migrants face and why addressing these root causes is essential for finding sustainable solutions to the crisis. According to the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, more than 150,000 people from the Northern Triangle sought asylum in the United States in 2020, a number that has steadily increased over the past few years. This influx is largely driven by gang violence, drug trafficking, and extreme poverty, which create an environment in which people feel they have no other choice but to flee their homes in search of safety and economic opportunity. The U.S. Department of Homeland Security also reported that in the fiscal year 2021, over 1.7 million migrants were apprehended at the U.S.-Mexico border, many of whom were from these countries. Today, the migration crisis from Central America remains a pressing issue. Violence and insecurity in countries like Honduras, El Salvador, and Guatemala are primary drivers of migration. According to the U.S. Department of State, homicide rates in the Northern Triangle are among the highest in the world. For example, El Salvador has one of the highest murder rates globally, largely due to gang violence. The region's persistent poverty, combined with lack of access to education, healthcare, and employment, further exacerbates the situation. Many families are forced to choose between enduring these harsh conditions or fleeing their homes in search of safety and opportunity. The economic challenges facing these countries are also very significant. Despite some progress in reducing poverty in recent decades, the Northern Triangle remains one of the most impoverished regions in Latin America. According to the World Bank, approximately 30% of the population in these countries lives below the poverty line. Lack of economic opportunity, coupled with political instability and corruption, makes it difficult for citizens to build a better future within their own country. However, these past efforts have often been ineffective in tackling the underlying causes of migration. To offer a more sustainable solution, the U.S. should invest in multifaceted programs that target economic development, education, security reform, and social infrastructure. Specifically, the United States aid should prioritize job creation, strengthening the rule of law, supporting democratic institutions, and providing education and vocational training programs for the youth, who are especially vulnerable to gang violence and recruitment. Furthermore, the United States can help these nations with targeted assistance in improving healthcare and reducing corruption through transparent government initiatives, as stated before by the World Bank. A crucial element of this strategy is creating public and private partnerships that bring in foreign investment to stimulate economic growth. A comprehensive strategy combining short-term humanitarian support and long-term development efforts is essential. The United States has a vested interest in fostering stability in its neighboring countries, not just to reduce immigration pressures, but also to promote regional security and economic growth. The United States policy should be flexible, responsive, and committed to long-term partnerships with Central American nations to address these complex challenges. And that is all I have. Thank you.